The most successful gaslighting operation in American history is that the Republican and Democratic parties have convinced the majority of Americans that they are separate entities. In reality, they are two shades of the same beast who use one another as a paper tiger to scare people into believing that there are only two options in electoral politics. They manufacture fear to convince people that voting third party is going to hurt the country beyond repair. This is because they want to own your thoughts, they want to own your actions, and they want to control the narrative so that they remain in power. The Republicans and Democrats use ballot access laws and litmus tests that they design with the sole purpose of silencing dissenting voices, and it has got to stop. Today, we protest in the name of giving a voice to reason, to allow the American people to have more options than the two worst candidates of all time. Many people across this country are protesting because they feel their voices are not being heard. They know that the politicians in Washington are destroying this country. And some protesters have even taken the politicians' example and are now destroying their own communities. We must not take up the cause of mayhem and destruction. Looting and rioting will only lead to the loss of freedoms in the name of public safety, and they will loot your pockets to fund our oppression. Libertarians and other third parties must lead the charge in building up the communities around us. We need to become involved in local civic organizations and lift up the less fortunate who have fallen victim to poor government policies. We should build a community for the future, or there will be no future for us to fight for. The way forward must not be paved with hate and division. It should be paved with love, compassion, and understanding. We need leaders who are willing to confront the mistakes of the past and dismantle the system of oppression that lies in front of us. Change at the federal level is a long-term goal worth pursuing. But there is a lot of work that we need to do right here in this community, in Chattanooga. Organizations like the Partnership and the Chattanooga Area Food Bank need volunteers. There are rivers and streams that sit polluted and need local organizations to pick up the slack where government fails to do so. In any given night, there are over 600 homeless people here in Chattanooga. They need our love and our support so that they can have a hot meal and a safe place to lay their head at night. When I began running for the East Ridge City Council, I began getting involved in my city's food pantry and working with the Optimist Club to raise money for the Needy Child Fund. The one thing that I noticed is that there is a distinct lack of young people getting involved now. In their frustration with the world around them, the youth have taken to social media and the streets to voice their helplessness without realizing the opportunities to help their community around them. Many of the people who are involved civically are becoming too old to continue the fight. And many of them are afraid that there will be no one there to pick up the fight where they left off. There are many of you here today that have a great passion in your heart. So much passion, it has brought you here with a burning desire to change your world. Will your desire burn with hate for your fellow man, or will it burn for compassion for all Americans to have a voice? Thank you for your opportunity to speak today. If you want to learn more about my campaign or support me, go to votedavidtyler.com and learn all you can. And let's make this place a little bit more freer by electing libertarians here in this region, and we will take over the White House soon.